Hello everyone, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Tomorrow is Christmas and that's when Jesus Christ was born. Welcome to the Rokani Football Podcast. How are you guys and where are you watching us from today? We come up with the story of Renato Sanchez to Arsenal gathers momentum in there. It looks like an agreement has been reached in there and Arsenal fans might be smiling from ear to ear. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Smash the like button, comment and share in there. That is something that you do here on a daily. Now, lots of things are really coming through in there. Renato Sanchez to Arsenal gathers momentum, though the likes of Barcelona and Tottenham Hotspur have also picked interest in the player, but it looks like Arsenal have an upper hand because they've been chasing him for a very long time in there. But before we get into that story, allow me give you some good news that the semi-final of the Carabao Cup dates have been confirmed. Remember, it's going to be a two game tie. Arsenal will have to host Liverpool and Liverpool will host Arsenal. So Arsenal is hosting Liverpool on the 6th of January and later on the 13th Thursday of January, Liverpool is going to host Arsenal in there. So it looks good to see to it that Arteta has really managed to make Arsenal reach the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. And you never know, Arteta has not lost any semi-final ever since he's joined as an Arsenal manager in there. So remember, in the FA Cup semi-final, he really reached the final and he really won that FA Cup in there. Let's wait and see. Will he beat Liverpool on the 6th of January 2022 and the Thursday or 13th of January 2022? We wait and see what's really going to happen in there. So let's get into that. I had to give you that information here, those that support Arsenal in there, as far as Renato Sanchez, as far as the Carabao semi-final are concerned in there. Now, Renato Sanchez to Arsenal has gathered momentum. How? That is going to be the big question. And by the way, that's most of you want to hear here onto the Rokani Football Podcast. But what momentum has been gained in there? The president, back in October, the president of Lille came out and said that if at all the right offer came in for Renato Sanchez in January transfer window, they are really going to let him off and he's really going to leave. Remember, Arsenal were chasing for this lad in the summer of this year that we are concluding, and all ended in vain. Arsenal never got him. It looked like they had very many options. They wanted an Awang, they wanted a Locatelli, they wanted a Yefis Bissouma, they wanted a Renato Sanchez. And amongst all those signings, Arsenal got no one. Instead, they brought in Ben White, they brought in Lokonga, they brought in Nuno Tavares and Martin Odegaard in there. But as things stand, the reason as to why this story has gained momentum and this transfer's gained momentum is simple. Arsenal itself looks like it's going to lose two central midfielders in January, especially Thomas Partey, who is really a very important player for a team which goes by names of Arsenal, and I think he does not play the CDM role, but I think he plays well alongside Lokonga or Grant Xhaka in there. So, meaning if at all you lose a player like Thomas Partey who gives you that drive from box to box, that means you have to bring in a player who plays like Renato Sanchez, because Renato Sanchez, that's the role that thrives him, or that's where he thrives best when he's really playing box to box. You've seen him. He has that energy, his work rate is way up there, and of course, his hard shot that he has in there. Remember, he came to fame in the Euros of 2016 that we are won by Portugal. You remember very well, Portugal won the Euros of 2016 in their beating France in the final by 1-0 that was scored by header in the extra time in there. And now, after that, people really expected him to come to the Premier League. Most of them were really saying that he's going to join Manchester United because Jose Mourinho, a fellow Portuguese, was coaching Manchester United. And guess what? Renato Sanchez went to Bayern Munich. His career really flopped. He never really delivered as supposed to deliver. Then Bayern Munich, I think, loaned him to Stoke City in the Premier League, and then he went to France, that is Lille. But ever since he really went to Lille, he has really revived his career. That is Renato Sanchez, the Portuguese international in there. So news coming in from Team Talk is say that if a team comes out and really pays 30 million euros or 25 million pounds, Renato Sanchez will be up for grabs for Arsenal in there. Now, Arsenal, I think they have 25 million pounds, but I'm asking myself, is this the priority for a team which goes by names of Arsenal? That is the big question. To me, I really feel like Arsenal are focusing more to get a centre forward, because the likes of Lokonga can come in and play to the central midfield, because I think these players are only going to miss 2 matches, because by 22nd January the Premier League will go to a break and it will return, I think, on the 10th of February. So what does that show? I think Arsenal are so much focused on a centre forward because they've fallen out with the Aubameyang. Lacazette looks like he's also not going to be at Arsenal, but he can really end up the season because he refused to sign a contract with the team which goes by names of Arsenal. So what does that show? It just indicates that he might leave in January, and Arsenal are really targeting. Very many stories pointing on Vlahovic. You remember Vlahovic playing for Fiorentina, putting in very many goals in there, and I really feel like when Vlahovic comes in at Arsenal, it would be really a very good signing. But my big question is, can Arsenal cough 80 million euros? Because very many teams are really chasing for the signature of Vlahovic, though Pep Guardiola came out and turned it down in there, and we wait and see what really happens. But things concerning Renato Sanchez, it's not only Arsenal that is into the run or race to sign a lad who goes by the name of Renato Sanchez. Barcelona and Tottenham Hotspur are also in a run, and I think the most serious team in this might be Tottenham Hotspur, because is it Conte, the coach of Tottenham Hotspur, looks like he needs to strengthen his midfield in there, because it looks like the likes of he's called who? Like there is Dyer plays in the central defense nowadays. There is Winks in there who plays into the central midfield of Tottenham Hotspur. There is Ndombele, and when you look at the drive that Renato Sanchez adds on while going forward in there, I think Spurs might really go in for him. That's one as to why I don't see Barcelona as a very serious contender on Renato Sanchez over Arsenal is they have really that midfield that they are building. Sergio Busquets, they're having the likes of the Gavis, and very many other players in there. They have some young talent, and I think they're not willing to cough after that money. I think the midfield, Barcelona, the midfield is okay, but their problem is the centre forward. Kun Aguero, the newly signed striker that they had brought onto the team, retired from football after those heart complications in there, and you don't expect him to play football anymore, and he became an ambassador of a team which goes by the Man City. So it looks like the favorite position Barcelona is looking at is a centre forward, and if at all Arsenal really decides to go all in for him, they really sign him. But I really doubt Arteta's intentions in there, because Arsenal looks like they really want a centre forward more than a Renato Sanchez. So Renato Sanchez to Arsenal is going to be a very good signing, if at all, by the way, it comes through, because I'm an admirer of Renato Sanchez. I admire that lad. He plays very well. I like his energy on the pitch. He's really a very good player in there, and I really feel like if at all he can partner very well with an Arsenal CDM, then it can be really a very good midfield in there. But my question really comes in when really the African Cup of Nations is back after Thomas Partey returns. How is Arteta going to play these two players? You get? Because they are more or less the same. Will he tell Partey to really have discipline and sit back? That's the big question that I'm leaving back to you, all the viewers of the Rokani Football Podcast. That do you think Arteta will let Renato Sanchez and Thomas Partey play into that two-man midfield or that double midfield pivot of Arsenal in there? Because none of them is a CDM, and I think Lokonga or Xhaka does it better than all of these. These two are good when they're playing as box-to-box players. Renato Sanchez will get you that hard shot. He will release those players in there. He has that energy in there. He can run all over the field in there. And you just ask yourself, is Renato Sanchez human? So that is really a very big question in there that I'm leaving behind for you. Do you think Arsenal will play Renato Sanchez and Thomas Partey into that midfield? That is one. Secondly, do you think Arsenal will go for a Renato Sanchez more than the striker this summer. Sorry, this transfer window in January? That's the big question I leave behind here onto the Rokani Football Podcast. But it looks like Renato Sanchez for Arsenal has gathered momentum. Everything in the hands of Arsenal. If really they get in the money, the real president has come out and said they really came on an agreement with Renato Sanchez. If at all a good offer comes in January, they will let him go in there. But we wait and see. Can Arsenal cough the 30 million euros or 25 million pounds? That's the big question that we leave in here. And I really ask myself again, can Renato Sanchez leave a Champions League team, a team that is playing the Champions League, to come and play in Arsenal that is not even playing in Europe? That's another question that I'm asking myself, that I'm really going to come back and answer in the next video here onto the Rokani Football Podcast. Thank you guys for watching in. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us, please subscribe to our channel, and after subscribing, hit the notification bell that will enable you to get notified each and every time we go live onto this channel. I'm out for now. See you later. Merry Christmas to the viewers of Rokani Football Podcast. Let the giving birth of Jesus Christ give birth to new things in your life too. Me out.